Hey, friend. Welcome to the first episode since I changed the name of Compassionate Warrior. Now, this whole channel is really about understanding how we operate so that we can not only understand, but we can grow, we can develop, we can better ourselves so that we find more enjoyment in life and actually in the entanglement of the bewilderment of the mystery. But not only that, not only make ourselves better and stronger, more compassionate, but we can help other people. When we feel so damn good about ourselves that we want to, first off, sympathize with others because we can understand their struggle and then help build them up because that in return is going to help us become better leaders, more effective, own our skills, and then it's actually going to make our world better. Our entire environment will improve once we improve ourselves. So, this whole channel is really just about doing just that: growing, learning, evolving. So, today's topic, I'm going to kind of brush up with the self critical tone, the voice, the speaker in our head. If you've ever tried something new for the first time and it didn't turn out how you wanted it to, or is a complete pile of garbage, or at least you just told yourself that shit, you could have done it better. You should have done it a different way. You know, that kind of like that belittling, berating voice that just kind of comes up when you don't feel powerful, when you're not totally in that zone, and more times than not, it's kind of the habitual cycle. If we choose to listen to it, the more that voice is going to come up. And we have to understand that difference between negative and actually trying to just keep us safe or trying to protect us. But when it's constantly there and we're not able to decide for it, it's kind of like we get washed over with maple syrup. It gets sticky and messy and we're just too close. But if we start asking questions like, remember like when you were in fifth grade and you're like, yeah, well, I'm rubber and you're glue. Whatever you say, it bounces off me and stick. Wait a minute, where are you? You see, hang on a second. Where is this question arising? Where are these voices coming? Inside my own skull, it has my voice, does it? But you see, if you can trace back to the origin and you kind of go down this rabbit hole, you're going to see that one, all of this stuff, these feelings, these thoughts, these ideas, they're arising with inside you. And if you identify with them, you're limiting yourself. Part of Compassionate Warrior, what I want to embody is that you are larger than just these thoughts that are popping up. Even though they might occur, we think on this side of our face, we see that we can identify these thoughts, then therefore we are not these thoughts because there is an identifier. There's an observer, a witness, just this watcher who's saying, who's actually, you can separate yourself enough to the fact where you see, I have these thoughts, but I am not these thoughts. This, my friends, is what opens up that unfathomable bewilderment, that doggone ecstatic enjoyment of life, that the mysteriousness nature of life. It's too easy for us to think that we know it all, we got it all. Yeah, sure, I have thoughts. But if we really take a deep look, we see that, oh my God, I have no idea where they're coming from. And it can be based on experiences and everything else, but the actual true nature of that question that pops up and then disappears into the vastness of the universe is deeply mysterious and satisfying. And you master this skill, you start to see that, oh my God, one, it's a constant flux. Unless right now you have that bottomless silence about you. You just feel that stillness. But if you're still kind of on the edge and back and forth, you had a cup of that coffee, you know, how you're just bouncing, just one thought to the next. Ping pong, ding dong. Wake up. Watch them. Watch them arise. Ask them. Challenge them. So are you even benefiting me? This is how you start kind of getting that driver's seat. Not just letting it all wash over you and being on autopilot, but actually like, wait a minute. Can I use you? Are you trying to point me to something? A lot of the self-critical nature, okay, is like, how can I do it better? Is there something in my life that's lacking? What's going on to where I'm just stuck in the same place, you know? Same boring day, same thoughts popping up. Well, that means you're not really growing. It means you're kind of stagnating. And the whole compassionate warrior, what I want to really kind of try to help push and embody you to do is to take that leap, take that challenge, that act of courage to change something that if it's not going your way, say, I want that power back in my life. That I know that if I put my mind, effort, time to it, I can do it. Okay? So I like to make it a game. This to me is very beneficial. And this is going like, basically like, I gotcha. I got it. Okay? Like when you catch a thought coming up that you don't want, that you don't have to believe. It's not just automatically a thought comes up, yeah, that's mine, I claim it. Nah. It's like, I got you. I can see you, and I release you. Right? Now, this is extreme. This is why people tell, write it down. Yo, just write it down. You can become your own therapist. Just write it down. And you get all these thoughts, and you can track them back, and that helps because it kind of clears out that inner psyche, that subconscious. That these thoughts are just drifting around, and they may be childish. You may think like, God dang, I'm just a kid. I got these childish, immature thoughts, and chances are, if you're anything like me, a lot of sex. So depending on your level of development, what kind of thoughts you have, or what you're thinking about the most, or what you're putting into your mind most of the day, well, that's obviously what you're going to be thinking about. And so if you're putting in negative shit, you're going to feel negative. If you're putting in some positive shit and like, oh, instead of criticizing, it's compassionate voice. This is what I'm telling you. If you want to make yourself feel better, it's seeing what you're putting in, how you're talking to yourself, what you're grabbing a hold of, and what you're letting go of. Okay? So this step is just totally, totally crucial for that enjoyment of life. Now, I hope that little scenario helps you out. I'm looking forward to more practical exercises. Keep getting up, my friends. Anytime we struggle, we fall down, just keep getting back up. This is one of those skills that if we don't practice, we don't pay attention. If we're just going through the motions and, oh shit, I'm thinking. Think about those thoughts. Add some curiosity and grow and flourish. This is like fertilizer on steroids for your soul. Yeah, all right. Until next time, friends.